It's Friday, the 21st of May, and this week we are joining with Christians from different streams of the church across the globe as part of Thy Kingdom Come movement. Together, we are preparing ourselves to celebrate Pentecost Sunday. As I enter prayer now, I pause to be still, to breathe slowly, to recenter my scattered senses upon the presence of God. Creator God, who formed humanity from dust, breathe in me again. Revive me and sanctify me by the power of your Spirit. Set my heart on fire with the good news of your gospel. I choose to rejoice in God's wonderful deeds today, joining with the ancient praise of all God's people in the words of Psalm 9. I will praise you, Lord, with all my heart. I will tell of all the marvelous things you have done. I will be filled with joy because of you. I will sing praises to your name, O Most High. Today I am reflecting on the dramatic conclusion to the book of Luke.
Luke 24, verse 50 to 53. When he had led them out to the vicinity of Bethany, he lifted up his hands and blessed them. While he was blessing them, he left them and was taken up into heaven. Then they worshipped him and returned to Jerusalem with great joy. And they stayed continually at the temple, praising God.
What a 40 days it has been. After the resurrection, Jesus appeared many times to his disciples, appearing in locked rooms, showing he still knew where to catch fish, and cooking breakfast on the beach. Jesus restored their souls after the trauma of the crucifixion and recommissioned them to go into all the world to share the good news of the kingdom. It all culminates in a dramatic day when right in front of their eyes he is taken up to heaven. They have much cause for celebration. God, I have much cause to celebrate. You have rescued me from the dominion of darkness and given me Jesus, inviting me into a way of life that transforms me and offers the hope of transformation to all of those around me. I name all of the ways you have been good to me, and I celebrate. God, I pray for all those whose lives are marked by trauma. Children and spouses in abusive family situations, refugees, victims of war and human trafficking. Jesus, would you reveal yourself? Would you redeem their lives and rescue them? Would you give them meaning and purpose, a life with the King and in your good kingdom? And Jesus, perhaps would you use me to do it? In the quiet, I name some before you now. As I return to the passage, I imagine myself in the scene, standing under a palm tree up the hill near Bethany. The sun is shining, his hands are stretched out in blessing. What do I see and hear as he blesses me? How do I feel in that moment when he is taken up into heaven?
When he had led them out to the vicinity of Bethany, he lifted up his hands and blessed them. While he was blessing them, he left them and was taken up into heaven. Then they worshipped him and returned to Jerusalem with great joy, and they stayed continually at the temple, praising God.
Shock and awe, but not the kind caused by war. God's kingdom is established in love, in blessing, in a life laid down, in the power of God revealed through one who became obedient unto death, and then was exalted to the highest place. Jesus, I receive your blessing over my life. I let it sink in. I receive joy right down to the very core of me. And I respond in celebration. Jesus Christ, risen King, ascended to heaven and seated at the right hand of the Father, I worship you today and always. And now, as I prepare to take this time of prayer into the coming day, the Lord who loves me says in Psalm 16, I keep my eyes always on the Lord. With him at my right hand, I will not be shaken. Therefore, my heart is glad and my tongue rejoices. My body also will rest secure, because you will not abandon me to the realm of the dead, nor will you let your faithful one see decay. Father, help me to live this day to the full, being true to you in every way. Jesus, help me to give myself away to others, being kind to everyone I meet. Spirit, help me to love the lost, proclaiming Christ in all I do and say. Amen.